Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the middle of July 2021. Let's see what is going on for you here this month, Sagittarius. I feel like I need to get one more shuffle there. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what is going on for you at this time, Sagittarius. But also make sure to only follow the social media accounts that are linked down below. There are tons of scammers nowadays scamming, so make sure you don't get scammed. I will never ask you for money. I will never offer personal readings, so do not follow anyone who claims to be me offering personal readings or asking for money or anything else. Make sure to report those people as well. But let's see. You start off with this success card, so clearly there is success coming in for you here. I do feel like you're like overcoming something. For some of you, this could be something toxic that you're overcoming in your life. It could be an addiction. It could be a belief. It could be a person. You have the Five of Wands and the Devil here with this success card, but I get more of a kind of like a cleansing energy, I would say, especially with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords can be a card of like conquering something. And that's kind of like the energy I get here, Sagittarius. So I like it. I feel like this is a good energy. It's like you're overcoming something that has maybe been difficult or challenging for a very long period of time. Could even be like a legal matter as well with the Ace of Swords. Could be, basically this first row could be something that has been burdening you for quite a while. And I feel like you're finding success here because of it. You have the Five of Wands, Ace of Swords, and the Devil. So, like I said, you're overcoming something that has been stealing your energy, basically, is what the Devil is saying to me here. It's like those people, they're chained to the black box there that is under the Devil. And so they're kind of like chained to something that is toxic, and they can never get away from it. So I feel, that is really standing out to me here in your reading, is that there's something that you feel like you haven't been able to get away from, and you're finally getting away from it. Like, I feel like that more, that escape from something that feels like you've never been able to get away from it. Five of Wands kind of could be a clue for us here. Because the Five of Wands, the card of learning, those people, they are learning how to fight on the Five of Wands. They're training, right? They're using sticks. They're not using like swords and things like that on the Five of Wands. So I feel for a lot of you that it's kind of like you have been kind of learning and training based off of the things that you've been going through for a very long period of time. It's almost like you've been learning how to overcome something toxic in your life. Let's see what this is. I get a very good energy here. Again, I feel like you're feeling like you have conquered something here. You have the Page of Wands, ready to start something new, ready to go on an adventure. Again, another card that would represent learning, by the way. He has a feather in his cap here on this card. And in the tarot, the feather in the cap represents like knowledge or wisdom or understanding something. You have the Eight of Swords, something that's kept you feeling stuck for a very long period of time. And King of Pentacles and the Fool. This is like a new beginning kind of reading. I wouldn't really call this a new beginning, though. Even though you have the Fool, I would say this is more an energy of you taking a leap of faith away from something that has been keeping you stuck. Eight of Swords is needing to realize that you're free, that you aren't stuck, right? There does seem to be this like major kind of like waiting energy going on right now. It's kind of weird. Like, I feel it's almost like people are kind of like waiting for something to happen in the world, in their life, whatever. It doesn't matter. Take it how it resonates, right? I feel like people have that kind of, being on the edge kind of feeling here. I feel like you feel it as well, Sagittarius. And it's like, and I feel like the Eight of Swords is really kind of just saying, just change. Like, those are the words that I'm getting here. And I feel like it's going to be different for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like it's almost like you're waiting for permission to do something, but the only person who can give you permission is you here, Sagittarius. I feel like you just need to give yourself permission. We even see this here with the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of hard control. There are two cards of control in the tarot, the Strength card and the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of hard control, like really taking control, right? It's like you are the one that has to take control of your destiny with the Chariot. He is also moving away from a city here. Some of you could be moving, but he is moving away from a comfort zone, and he's allowing the universe to guide him as well. It's funny that I say it's a card of taking control, but there are no reins on those sphinxes here. So it's kind of like a card of mystery. It's like you're not sure where you're going, but it is a card of needing to take control. Where is this going? Towards your glow up. I've said to several other signs during these July readings, these middle of July readings, it kind of seems like that glow up energy is back, where I feel like people are kind of starting to empower themselves again, or people are feeling empowered, people are feeling motivated, or like they're ready to accomplish something. I kind of get that feeling here for you. It's a good feeling, is what I'm going to say. I actually love having the King of Pentacles here as well with the Fool. King of Pentacles to me can be you getting stuck in the way things have always been done. But so to me, the King of Pentacles can be another stuck card, and the Fool really tells me you're setting yourself free. You do have this co-create card here. So again, I do feel that, I'm kind of seeing like this as you, this cheetah up here. You're like ready to run. But I feel like this owl is like kind of someone who has a different perspective on things. It's like if this cheetah were to run across this tightrope, it might fall off, right? This owl might be saying to him, hey, you can't fly, but I do have another way that you can get over here, whatever the hell that means, right? And so I feel for some of you, it's like gaining a new perspective, or getting a second opinion on things, learning from a person who knows more than you, learning from a person who knows less than you as well. Kind of like both sides, right? It's like, how many times have you, like, there's so many things that are like beginner mistakes that have turned out amazing. Chocolate chip cookies, super glue as well. Another amazing invention. These were like beginner mistakes that people invented. So I feel for some of you, this is kind of like saying, learn from anyone, right? But co-creating and working with other people is what's going to lead to success right now. You have the Three of Swords, Three of Cups, the Chariot, Three of Swords, not wanting to work with other people, Three of Cups, needing to work with other people because it's going to lead to a victory. So for some of you, you might be saying, I can do things on my own. I'm sure you can. Right? But it's better to do it with someone else. I don't know what it is. Trust me, I'm super independent, right? I don't want to do things with other people. I'm a Pisces. I want to go crawl under a rock and just like, I'll probably be happy as a clam living under a rock for the rest of my life, right? I'm a Pisces. So, I totally get it, right? But it's like, I also see the benefits in the astrology of working with other people. So I feel, and guess what? Spoiler alert, y'all about to see how I'm going to be working with other people very shortly. So, I'll just put that out there. But what I will say, and so again, I take my own medicine, Sagittarius, even though I don't want to work with other people. Trust me, I get it. But what I would say here is I do feel like working with other people is just going to speed things up. It's just going to make things happen faster. So if you can co-create with other people, it's going to be a good thing. Here's the thing. Is like, like I always tell people, yeah, I totally understand I want to work with other people, but when you create abundance with another person and give them abundance, it just creates a positive like circle where you're just all creating abundance. You're creating a bunch of abundance and you're creating more and more and more. So, it's like you're just creating abundance in the world by, working with other people, helping other people out, right? And that's kind of like what I see here. And again, this abundance doesn't just mean money. It could mean happiness, joy. It could mean health. It could mean anything, right? So I feel for a lot of you, it's kind of like working with other people is kind of the secret sauce for you at this time. It's going to lead to a lot of happiness as well. I see the Three of Cups here as you being very happy. So let's see exactly where this is going. You have the Knight of Swords here. No rushing at this time. Literally, the Knight of Swords is my card of a second opinion. It's been coming up for like the past month or two. I would say that if someone is coming in telling you need to spend a bunch of money on something, telling you need to do X, Y, and Z in your life, whatever, I would get a second opinion on anything that you're dealing with at this time, especially if it has to do with money, because the Knight of Swords to me could be, something happening to your car and like somebody's like, oh, we have to change your headlight fluid. It's going to cost $6 billion. Maybe you don't know that headlight fluid isn't a real thing. I made that up, right? So, what I would say is get a second opinion. And also don't rush. Now you have the Four of Pentacles. Leave your comfort zone here, holding on too tightly to something. And Seven of Swords. Yeah, I would let go of your fears at this time as well. Four of Pentacles and Seven of Swords could be you. Because Seven of Swords is a card of being a lone wolf, right? It's wanting to do things on your own. It's like Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, stealing. This is not Kim Kardashian Tarot, as I always say. This is not drama tarot. Maybe I'll start another channel, and I'll call it Kim Kardashian Tarot, although I'll probably get sued if I do that. So I'm not going to do it. Don't worry. Don't sue me, Kim Kardashian. Just kidding, right? I'm just joking. This was for comedy purposes. But what I would say here is that the Seven of Swords is like a card of taking things too seriously. He has polka dots on his shirt. The polka dots represent needing to not take things too seriously in the tarot. Four of Pentacles, being too serious. He's holding on to only what he knows. He's not opening up to other ways of looking at things. I'm not calling you out here, Sagittarius, but I would just, open up to other ways of doing things. Again, we all do this, right? I'm not criticizing you. We all kind of hold on to our beliefs and whatever, but I'm just saying there might be other ways of doing things that you could discover at this time that'll make your life easier, that'll make your life faster, that'll create more abundance in the world, right? Which is exactly what you need to be doing in this row. Next, you have the Five of Pentacles. Do not call attention to your weaknesses. Five of Pentacles, normally there's a guy with a bell around his neck on the Five of Pentacles. He represents a leper. Back in the day, lepers had to wear bells around their necks, so people knew when they were coming down the street. The card says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. I feel like you need to keep it positive. I also feel, but for you, I feel like it's more saying there is a place of sanctuary. There's normally a church on the card. It represents a place of sanctuary, a place where you can be protected. So I do feel like that place exists, but it's like she's ignoring it. She's not seeing that there's a key to the door right here. Sorry, my camera is reversed. There's a key to the door right here, right? So I feel like you need to kind of realize that there is a way to safety. You have the Nine of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Empress. It's like you're clearly moving towards this energy here of the Empress, of your glow up, of empowerment energy. Ten of Swords just could say that something is dead, done, over with. Again, I do feel like it is hard for people to let go of beliefs right now. Neptune and Pisces. Neptune and Pisces is like a weird little thing. And we have Neptune and Pisces until 2025. Neptune and Pisces can make us want to hold on to a belief, but then we can forget that we believed it in the first place, and and it's basically the universe trying to get us to change our beliefs, right? So we could believe that, that we could believe in this flying spaghetti monster, right? And then all of a sudden we start believing in God, for example. And it's when our whole entire lives we've believed in the flying spaghetti monster. So it's like one of those things where we could have a long-held belief, and then we start to believe something else. And then we're like, wait a minute, no, I always have believed in this thing over here. And that's like the Ten of Swords, is Neptune and Pisces. Like, you could be realizing that one of your old beliefs, and I'm not saying this is something religious or anything like that. It could be any belief. It could be about health, wellness. It could be about money. It could be about work. It could be about your dreams, whatever. It's like there's probably some sort of long-held belief that is changing. Ten of Swords says the belief, whatever it is dead, done, over with, and believing something new is going to lead to abundance right here, the Empress. So I feel like some of you could be changing beliefs here. And again, this is nothing like scary. This could just be, maybe you're trying to start a business, and maybe you always believed business had to be done a certain way, but maybe you find someone else who is like, hey, things are changing. Business needs to be done this way. And if you do it, you're going to be successful. And boom, right here. Empress, abundance. Could be about health. Maybe your things health-wise aren't working for you. Maybe you meet a new doctor who's like, hey, do things this way. Maybe it sounds a little crazy, whatever it is, but maybe it actually works, or maybe it goes against your beliefs in some way. So, it's not saying, again, I always like to tell people to be kind to yourself at these times, because again, I feel like the astrologies could all make us all go crazy, right? Especially with this type of stuff. So, take it easy, don't rush with the changes. Take your time if you need to, right? Let's see. Empress. There you go. Tons of abundance going on for you here. You have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of burdens. I feel like people are dealing with burdens at this time. And the Two of Cups, perfect match. So I feel like working with other people is going to be very beneficial. Nine of Wands, it came up for all three fire signs. Nine of Wands is a card of experimentation. To me, it's a card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. It basically says, try new things and you will be very successful. And, variety is a spice of life. So I feel that you need to try new things. Having babbled on for like 14 minutes and 11 seconds, where is this going, Sagittarius? Why is this important? Let's find out. Sagittarius. You have the Two of Swords, seeing that things can be done a different way. She's only looking at one way of doing things. She's not opening up to the new lands that are behind her, because she's afraid that if she goes to those new lands, she's going to get hurt on those rocks. It's basically saying everything I said in this reading. She's basically afraid to try new things because of what could happen, but probably won't. If she took her blindfold off, she would see the two rocks and she would be able to avoid them, and she would get to the new lands. So for a lot of you, This reading is kind of complicated but extremely simple at the same time. To me, it's just saying that there are new ways of doing things. You're probably going to learn it from another person, but it's going to make you very successful. I'm speaking very generally, but I feel like this is very general about your life. If you've been struggling in love, I feel like there are people that can show you another way. If you're struggling in business, there's a person or people that can show you another way. This can all be done for free, by the way, here, Sagittarius. This could be you studying Page of Wands. This could be you reading a book, or it could be you watching YouTube videos about whatever thing in your life you want to change, right? But it's going to require you to challenge your beliefs. And I think that's a challenge here in your reading. It's going to require you to look at the other way of doing things, which is always a challenge for us people. I don't know, because that's part of the human condition, right? We have certain beliefs, things that we believe, and then once we reach a certain age, it's hard to get us away from those beliefs, right? I do it, you do it, we all do it, right? It's not something, it's just part of what makes us human, I guess, right? But I feel like challenging the beliefs will lead to this, your glow up, the Empress twice, King of Wands here. And the Ace of Pentacles, very passionate new beginning here. Not a passionate new beginning, I just feel like a solid new beginning. It could be, because that slipped out of my mouth, the passionate new beginning. But there's definitely like new opportunities coming in for you here. It's like another world is what I feel like saying. Kind of weird. Strength card here. I want to see where this is going. 10 of Pentacles, damn. Sagittarius heading towards the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is everything you want in your life. And the 7 of Cups. Yeah, I would stay focused here as well. I had like a weird story popping into my head here as well. You know what this is reminding me of? I think it might have been you that I said this to a couple weeks ago. This reminds me of that movie, The Village, by M. Night Shyamalan. Most people hate M. Night Shyamalan. I love his movies. I don't know why, but I do. And there's a movie, The Village, where it's like these people live in this village, and plug your ears if you don't want a spoiler alert here, but they grow up in this village where they think things are a certain way, and then they realize that the outside world is very different, or really the main character realizes that things on the outside world are very different than what they were raised to believe. I kind of get that feeling for you here. It's very weird. It's almost like you're going to a new world, is the best way I can describe it, where things are very different than kind of like these long-held beliefs that you've had, but it's going to lead to total abundance. It's going to be eye-opening. It's like, imagine if you were raised in a cave and you didn't know what the internet was. It's like there would be that like shock, the culture shock, or I don't know what to call it. It's not culture shock, but whatever. I kind of get that feeling for you here, where there's like about to be this significant change in your life. It's coming to me here at the end of the reading with this 10 of Pentacles. For some of you, I feel like there's like a major upgrade, and it could be like a little bit shocking, but at the same time, because it's so different than what you've experienced before, but at the same time, it's going to make you very happy. So I would take it, but looks good. Love it. Thank you for being here, Sagittarius. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.